Hey guys, welcome to Adipose. Been a long time, as usual, you know that. This year, 2023, on November the 23rd, it will be the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who. Now, I've loved Doctor Who for most of my life, similar to Ghostbusters, and they're both pretty relevant at the moment, seeing as we're getting a new Ghostbusters movie at the moment, sequel to Afterlife, which does seem a bit ambitious after watching the trailer. It just doesn't seem what Ghostbusters is meant to be like. But this isn't Ghostbusters, this is Doctor Who. But as I said, this is Doctor Who's 60th anniversary. And on the 25th of November, so 2 days after the proper 60th, we're getting the first of a new series, a new era. This is a big turnover because we're bringing Russell T Davies back, who was the writer for the original era of bringing back Doctor Who, so from 2005 to like 2010 with Christopher Eccleston and David Tennant. So that's really exciting. If you didn't know already, spoilers, David Tennant is the 14th Doctor, only for 3 episodes though, when he shall be regenerating into the 15th Doctor. I'm not going to be pronouncing his name because number one, I don't really remember it, and then I'm also terrible at pronouncing it. But we get 2 Doctors in a small amount of time. The release dates for the first 3 episodes of the 14th Doctor, or the only episodes, will be December 25th, 2nd of December, and 9th of December. I think that's it. I think every Saturday for 3 Saturdays. The next 3 Saturdays after 25th. But I thought, to finally redeem the promise I made of the YouTube short last year, where I said I'd review all my Doctor Who toys for the 60th anniversary, I'm going to do that. But I'm also going to review all my other Doctor Who stuff. So like books, scarves, sonic screwdrivers, all that stuff. So let's just get right into it. Okay, so we're going to start it off with my DVDs. Personally, these are the most, not useless, but they're not very useful anymore. Mainly because, well, at least they're not useful in the UK. Let me put it that far. Because now, if you didn't know, we have all of Doctor Who on BBC iPlayer, which is amazing. We don't have Unearthly Child and Tribe of Gum, I think it is. Or, I think that's how you pronounce it. Reason being, there's a big lawsuit, well not big, there's a lawsuit or accusations about it, meaning that the BBC can't put Unearthly Child on iPlayer. If you want to know more, go look on YouTube, there's multiple people who've made videos on it. But yeah, DVDs aren't very useful anymore, so I'm just going to go over these quickly. We've got Doctor Who, The Green Death. I haven't seen this one. I haven't seen any Pertwees. I'm trying to watch through all of Doctor Who, so I've got to the Aztecs on Series 1 with William Hartnell. But yeah, this has John Pertwee, the 3rd Doctor, and Joe Grant. Just Joe Grant, I don't know the actor's name. Not much to say really. Why have I put it like that? Genesis of the Daleks. Love this episode. It's amazing. Obviously, the first appearance of Davros, who is the creator of the Daleks. I'm not going to spoil any of these episodes, but yeah, this is a must-watch for Doctor Who fan. And then you got this collection of episodes from Series 1 of the New Who era. So you got Boomtown, Bad Wolf, and Parting of the Ways. Which is actually some good episodes in here, and I remember getting this one in a charity shop. Okay, so I'm going to go to books now. I'm going to split this up into annuals, graphic novels, and then just books, mainly because I had more than I thought. So this is a 2008 annual. Cool, because it's got like the thing where like you look one way and it looks like something. Can't really show that on the camera, I don't think. You can see the TARDIS fade in and out, I guess. I mean, I'm not going to go through the book. I'm not that in depth. But you've got 2008 one with David Tennant. I think this. When was this? Who was the companion at the time? I want to say Martha, but I don't think that's right. I think it was Donna. Although this has Martha throughout of it. It might have been Martha, but Martha's my favourite companion. But I mean, all of David Tennant's series were pretty good. My least favourite probably being series 2. Then you got Matt Smith. Strangely, although I'd say David Tennant is a more serious Doctor, Matt Smith has the more serious cover, which is odd. Not a massive fan of that logo, I must say. And this is the 2012, so that's the Amelia Pond era. And then you got the 2015 one with oh, how have you just? Oh, I've forgotten his name. It'll come to me in a moment. This probably Clara. Yeah. Oh, I can't believe I forgot his name. Anyway, those are the annuals. Not really much to say about them. Then we've got graphic novels. I've only got 2, but I really enjoyed them. This is number 1 and that's number 2. Both David Tennant, obviously. I loved these. These were actually really amazing. The Fountains of Forever and then Revolutions of Terror. I definitely recommend these. I don't really remember much about them, and they were rather complicated. But yeah, I really enjoyed them. I want to get the second one because this one's 1, this one's 3. The second one's like Weeping Angels and Wobble 1, so that would be interesting to me who loves history. So now onto books. Now, as you are going to see, I have a lot of books. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got 10 books. And I haven't read most of them. So this one here I haven't read. Christopher Eccleston one. The Monsters Inside. Probably should have read the blurb. What is interesting is that this is in the Rose era, so when Christopher Eccleston had Rose, which I feel is a bit difficult, seeing as series 1, all the episodes they're not 2-parters or anything, but they all connect in some way. Like they leave, but it clearly shows that they've just left there and have arrived there in the next episode. So it's interesting that they've gone to choose Rose instead of a new companion. But yeah, pretty long book. Then this one I got at Waterstones, read throughout year 6 and then never finished it because it was at the end of year 6. Doctor Who and the 10th Planet. But I did enjoy reading this when I was reading it. But yeah, 10th Planet, I haven't watched it, but I know it's a good thing. I've seen clips. Obviously I read most of the book. Again, there's going to be spoilers throughout talking about these books, probably only this one actually. This is the first Doctor's regeneration story, and the first time the Cybermen were seen. Yeah, that's a Cyberman. Strange. But it's about Mondas, Earth's twin planet that had drifted away from the sun and had subsequently sort of freezed. So the humans, technically humans, on Mondas basically upgraded themselves, not into robots, because Cybermen aren't robots, but into metal machines operated by humans. And then they I think thrusted Mondas back to Earth and absorbed all its power. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, definitely watch it if you're in the UK. Watch it on iPlayer, obviously. Then we got Doctor Who and the Planet of Spiders. This is one of the Target books, so it's probably £100 because these are expensive. Planet of Spiders, Sarah Jane, best companion, not even debatable. This is the 3rd Doctor's regeneration story. I haven't read this one. I think I started reading it, but it's easier to watch the episode and then read the book, because you can understand what's happening. Say you're reading a book about Boomtown. You're not going to know how to say Rex Calicophallopatorius, which is the planet the Slovenia from. So it is easier to read the book, watch the episode before the book, if there is an episode. But yeah, the Doctor book. Then we got, what's it called? Magic of the Angels. You got, I might actually give that a read at school, because that looks quite easy to read. Yeah, a Weeping Angel story. In the actual show, Weeping Angels are really interesting, especially Blink. I mean, that's the best episode of New Who ever. So yeah, honestly, not much to say about most of these things, just because you can't review them like a toy. Like, it's difficult to review a book when most of them you haven't read. Remembrance of the Daleks. I said... Oh, my DVDs are back there. But I said Genesis of the Daleks was my favourite, or I said it is my favourite. If I said it is my favourite, I lied, because Remembrance of the Daleks is my favourite Dalek episode. This is absolutely amazing. I love the Imperial Daleks, and the idea that the Imperial Daleks and the Renegade Daleks don't like each other, so there's basically a war against them. And like the setting being at Coal Hill School, making it like full circle. I think Remembrance of the Daleks was for an anniversary. I can't remember. This is amazing. You don't need to read the book, but definitely watch the episode again on iPlayer. Now we're just going to speed through these now. Secret in 13 Volt, or The Secret in Vault, that's probably it, with the 13th Doctor. I haven't read it. I mean, that is a nice cover though, and I like the art style. The Story of Martha. I think this would actually be quite interesting, because I think it's about Martha's journey on Earth after the Toclothane basically invaded Earth and killed out most of the population. This would be in between the events of... then its names have just vanished from the... But it's in between the events of when, like, the Master was Prime Minister Saxon. Then you got some hardback books, these are quite nice. I got the next 3 books I got in a bundle for £5. So you got a Donna Noble story, Ghosts of India. None of these also... kind of this one, but this one, and the next ones, they weren't actual episodes. And then you got a Martha story, The Many Hands. That one looks a bit creepy. And Snow Globe 7. So yeah, those are all my Doctor Who books. I know that was probably a bit of a boring segment, but I want to show you all my Doctor Who stuff. So yeah, there wasn't much to say about those. Now, we get to go on to some interesting parts where I have stuff to say about them. Okay, so last year, for Christmas, when I was absorbed in ethics, one of the stranger presents I got that I really loved was a blanket, which is strange because I don't have many blankets that I like. I've got one blanket on my bed. That's all I really have. But this one, it's small. Like, it's not the height of me, but for some reason I just love this thing. The reason it's Doctor Who, I don't even think it says Doctor Who on the label. Oh wait, no it does. It has the Matt Smith era logo. It just has TARDISes on it. Not even a TARDIS, just a blue box with windows. But I love it. I love its simplicity. I love this blanket, and it's really soft. Now, if you're a Doctor Who fan, if you don't have this next item, or, well, if you're a Doctor Who collector, if you don't have this next item, are you really a Doctor Who collector? Obviously, it's a Tom Baker scarf. This is a couple of years old now. I got this in 2019, so almost 4 years, I think. So it is a bit small to me. It's not head to toe like it should be. Well, neck to toe as it should be. But I wore this last year when I watched Power of the Doctor, which was Jodie Whittaker's regeneration episode. I'm just tightening this. It's still rather long. Yeah, I mean, I love this scarf. I'm actually going to wear it for the rest of the review. So before I show you the sonic screwdrivers, I just want to show you what they're stored in, because it is also Doctor Who. It's like a pencil pot, but it's a TARDIS. That's literally it. I mean, it's got a lid. And I just put No! My David Tennant one! It fell into the bin. But yeah, you just put him in like that. I hope it works. Speaking of the David Tennant one, here it is. It is oversized from the actual prop. Okay, no worries. It works. So yeah, it does have this bit here. Comes off. It's meant to be invisible ink, and then you go over it. That doesn't work anymore. I actually had one of these before, and the day I got it, I tried to recreate the scene on like Jadoon's on the Moon. I think that's what the episode is called, where the Doctor goes, "Oh, my Sonic, love my Sonic," and then throws it behind him. I did that, and then the sounds and lights stopped working. So yeah, very sad. And then years later it just disappeared. So I bought a new one last year. Trust me, it's difficult to find these for a good price. I think I got this one for £15. I've seen them going for £40 and above. It extends like in the show. You got some wiring there. The one gripe I have with this toy is that the button isn't on the slider. It's on the side for some bizarre reason, and I don't know why. So when you push it up, and your thumb is naturally on the slider, obviously, but you have to, it's difficult to show you, you have to take your finger off to the side to press the button. So it's an odd design, and I don't really like it. At the bottom, I normally just hold it like this, my fingers like that, and I can press the button. Up is a bit more difficult because it doesn't like staying up. See, it's just slid down. So I sort of reverse it. In between the lights and sounds, you got a blue light. You got the regular Sonic, bit different. Personally, those last two sounds, chuck them out. I don't want them. I don't need them. They're a bit annoying when you just want a regular Sonic sound. That's the famous Sonic sound. Like, not that. Next, you got a 5th Doctor's Sonic. I wanted a 4th, but my friend who gave me this, he had a 4th one, but the batteries weren't working, so he said, you know what, do you want a 5th Doctor one that is literally the same, just with a white band, but it's working? And I was like, why not? To activate this one, it's like the show, unlike this one, we push down. So there's two different sounds there. Personally, both of them, they're Sonic sounds. They're not weird, high-pitched, random sounds. But this one has secret sounds, because this one has a chip board coding that's much older. It doesn't have these secret sounds that were given to the 11th and 12th Doctor's Sonics. So you got your regular, but when you do it 3 times, don't know what that's meant to represent. And then you also got which is quite fun to use actually. I know some people don't like that one, but I like it. I'm just going to do these out of the way now. I mean, there's one Sonic left after this one. It's my 11th/12th Doctor's Sonic screwdrivers. This one doesn't extend. It came with a action figure, which was the first action figure I ever got. It was a Matt Smith. That is sadly no longer with us. I broke his arm, took him downstairs, never saw him again. This one has a button to activate it. There's no batteries in it. It doesn't work anymore. I mean, it's been slammed against a table so it would work. So yeah, this thing's taken a beating. Sculpting's actually alright. And I mean, it's a bit difficult to get this out of proportion because it's so big in the show, you can fit everything in there with room to spare. Unlike this one where it's titchy in the show. But I actually like that. Then you got the 12th Doctor's one. Yeah. For some reason they use this for all of Peter Capaldi's series up until his last one, which it was actually kind of disappointing. This was my neighbours who liked Doctor Who and introduced me to Doctor Who. It doesn't work, and there was a thing at the bottom where you could take out and it pretended to be the power core. That's gone missing. This one, unlike this one, extends like the show. So it goes from already pretty big. I mean, compare that to a 10th, and when extended, even when extended, this is smaller, and then it just goes even bigger. Also, to be honest, I'm not a massive fan of this Sonic. It was overused in the show personally. Well, that's a personal preference. This one's a touch activated one, so you got the button to do that, but that doesn't actually do anything. You tap there for it to work. No batteries, and it probably doesn't work. And now we get to the most recent one, not just in the show, but also of my getting, not including this one. This is a replacement. The 13th Doctor's Sonic Screwdriver. There's some motion controls in it where the lights light up. Is not very good. I got some new batteries for this recently, so it does work. I like the orange personally, and it's also nice to see this getting smaller, because I mean the 12th Doctor's one was just too big. It didn't extend, so it wasn't as big as the extended 11th, but I mean it was still too big. But it is nice to see it getting smaller. I've seen people not liking this Sonic, well, they didn't like this Sonic design. There you go, motion controls, it worked, turned on. Personally, I don't mind it. I think it's alright. I like seeing the inside, it's nice. One thing that is better about this toy than the others is when you press it, instantly on, no nothing. This one, instantly on, but you get a little click sound, which is nice. And then also when you do it, it fades away instead of instantly being turned off. You've also got some other sounds on this one. So in the show, you scan, and then if you double tap it, nope, that's the reading sound. And then, as you heard, you got the broken Sonic sound. So overall, there's no other Sonics I really want. I want the 14th Doctor's one. So now we get onto the exciting bits of the toys, which I can actually review. So let's get onto that. Hey guys, I'm currently in the process of editing this video, and it turns out that it's just far too long to do them both, to review the other Doctor Who stuff and my figures at the same time. So I've decided to split it up into two-parters, just so you're not sitting down for an hour. So sorry for the inconvenience, but it had to be done.